Grisham here with Laura Grisham Designs. Today I want to introduce you to the new Angel Wing board that my friend Stephen Lovell and I have come up with. I had gotten so tired of those metal heart frames to make angel wings, and I make a lot of them, and I didn't like the way the petals slid around on the frame. I hot glued everything over and over just to keep the petals from moving around, and I didn't like having to finish the back. I didn't want my customers to have just that metal back, especially if they were using these in a memorial service or at a cemetery, or I just wanted it finished. And it took a lot of time, and it was extra money, to be honest with you. So anyway, my friend said, I can do that. And so I drew it out. I told him how big I would like for them to be, because I didn't really like the small size of the angel wings on the heart frame. So he came up with this board. It has a hanger to go with it. All the holes are pre-drilled, which makes it wonderful. No guessing. And guess what? The petals do not slide around, so I don't have to use all that hot glue. The back side, well, actually, this is the side that you work on. This is the side that your customers will see. The petals will be on this side. I don't know if you can see, these little marks right here are numbers. 1, 2, 3. It tells you exactly where to put your petals and in what order. No more looking at a chart. No more guessing where they need to go. It's all right here on your board. It's lightweight. It is a pressed wood with Masonite finish on it. So this side is waterproof. And what I've done is I've taken, and that's why it's got kind of a white filmy looking on it. I sprayed this with clear, just inexpensive clear matte spray paint to seal it in, and but your petals will be on this side, so it won't get as much moisture as the other side would. So anyway, this is what the frame looks like, and you can see it's quite a bit bigger and wider. It measures, let's just see, the board measures about close to 16 inches in height, and in width it measures almost 17 at the widest point. Now, your finished wreath, let me show you what they look like. Look like this. Okay, see how big that is? I feel so much better sending this to my customers than I did the smaller size. No one ever complained, but I knew that I wanted it bigger. So now I have it. Notice how the petals just lay perfectly. Here's what the back looks like. It's nice and finished. There are even holes in the middle where you can zip tie your foam that you put your florals in, or your bow or whatever. You zip tie everything in. No more hot gluing. You can hot glue too if you want, and then of course we have a hanger that matches it, so you don't have to worry about that either. Okay, so I'm going to show you today how to put one of these things together, and I will get my stuff and we will be right back and we'll get started. Now, before we get started, I wanted to let you know what you would get if you ordered the kit from my Etsy store. You would get one of the wing boards with the hanger, of course. You would get zip ties. You will get 2 rolls of your choice of either white, gray, or a natural color in the horizontal wide stripe mesh. That's what I prefer. And anyway, it's less expensive than poly burlap. It holds up better than poly burlap, and it's extremely waterproof and very easy to fold and for it to hold its shape. So that's why I prefer that particular type of mesh for this. I do not recommend regular deco mesh for this, because the side that has the numbers can be it's kind of got a rough feel to it, and I think it would kind of snag. It doesn't do that with the horizontal wide stripe, but I'm not sure about what it might do with regular deco mesh. Okay, let's see. You get the zip ties, the board, you get the mesh, and you'll get a file or possibly a printout of where things go, although you really won't need it, and a link to this particular video and the how to fold perfect petals for an angel wing every time. I'll give you those links on my YouTube channel so that you can fold the petals correctly, and then you'll know how to put them on the board too, and you'll have that to reference anytime you want. Okay, so that's what you'll get with a kit. Now I also have it available, just the boards, if that's what you wish to buy, and you can buy them in like 1, 5, or 10 increments. Anyway, they're available in my Etsy store at Lark Grisham Designs on Etsy. And again, my thanks to Stephen Lovell, my friend from a long time ago, for helping me with this. I'll go ahead and tell you this too. We have a turkey kit also with the turkey attachment that I used to do using tag board, well actually foam board, and craft foam, and he has cut it again out of wood. This time it's a real thin like plywood, and all the little pieces that I used to hand cut out of craft foam, they're cut out of wood, and you get to put them on. I paint mine first and then put them on the turkey, and then you get the board, which is, it's a half circle. It's all ready to go if you want to make a turkey. But the one I think that you're going to be interested in is a double candy cane wreath form. I've made one, and I want to do another one before I do the video, but it's going to be available in my Etsy shop too, and I'll try to get that done as quickly as possible, because I know it's the holiday season, and I've done some research, and people really like those candy cane wreaths, so we'll get that together too. Now, I'm going to go ahead now and bring my camera down to my table, and we'll get started on this wreath. Okay. In the video that I have on YouTube that shows you how to fold the perfect petal, I also showed you what I do to stay organized. And I will take different colored clips like this, and the petals that go on the left, I'll use one color, and the petals that go on the right, I'll use a different color, and that way I do not get confused on what goes where. So I have a stack of petals with each of these different color clips. Now you will need 26 petals for each side. 26 petals for each side for a total of 54. That means it's going to take about a roll and a half, maybe a little more, of horizontal wide stripe mesh. So you're going to be using quite a bit more mesh than you would with a heart frame, because it is larger, remember. Also, that means a total of 54. I think I said that. But so you'll have 54 petals. Let's see if there's something else I need to say very quickly. I don't think so. Let's get started. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this around so you can see. On the very bottom, right here, that's your first. That's where number 1. Then it jumps to 2 right here and 3 right here. You're going to use a shared hole here, okay? Then it goes to 4 and 5. And then instead of going over here like that, like 2 and 4 were on this side, 6 is over here and 7 is there. When you get on up into this area, you've got 3, and that you're going to have one petal that the zip tie goes in this hole and to the outside, and this hole to the outside, and then the middle one can be a shared hole with, you know, either one of those. All right. So that the importance of doing it this way, I found that the petals they became too stacked looking, so I had to come up with a way to keep that from happening, and I'm gonna point that out to you as we go. All right, let's go ahead and put some zip ties in. We're gonna go ahead and start right here at number 1. We're gonna go in the hole and to the outside, just like this. All right, in the hole to the outside. Same thing on this side, in the hole to the outside. Helps if you go in the hole. Okay, and these are large holes, and so what's really neat, if you put your zip tie in backwards, you can just twist it. So that's kind of nice. All right, I've got my petal that goes on my left. This is what it looks like. My finished edge is on top, and the curve goes toward the middle, all right? So I'm going to just put that here and zip it up. I think I'm going to have to get me a tool for this. And then on this side, I'm going to get these, take the clip off. These are on the right side. Here's my finished edge on top, and the curve goes in this way, all right? So I'm going to put that here. And you will notice, I hope, that there is a gap here. And that was very important to me. When we first started this journey, the first board, I even did a video on it, but there wasn't a gap down here, and I kept removing petals, trying to make it a gap, and Stephen said, no, I can fix that, and he did. So now you don't have to worry about it looking like a heart instead of wings. All right, let's keep going. Number 2, let's get some bigger ones. Let's see here. Here we go. 2 goes here in the middle hole, and then this, the inside hole right there. See that? All right. And then we're going to go ahead and put 3 in. We're going to go in that middle hole again, and then up through the hole that has the number 3 above it. Just like that. All right. Can you see that? So we've got a shared hole, the one in the middle. So let's go ahead and put these on. Got to do it in the order. Don't start over here at number 3. You have to start at number 2. So we're going to go to number 2. Put this one in. And we'll go ahead and do number 3. Okay. See how pretty that's laying? All right. Let's go on this side. Here we go. All right, here's 2. Oh, 2 in the middle hole and up through that inner hole that's on toward the inside, just like that. See that? And then number 3 goes through the center hole and up through the number 3 hole. If I can get those zip tie in there. There we go. And we are going to use our petals that were in the green. We start with 2 right there. And number 3 right beside it. Okay, there we go. We've got our first 3 petals, or actually 6, on each side. Now, something that I do, notice how these bottom ones start to flip. I always go ahead and put a clip on these on the bottom petals to train them to not do that. And I don't know, it works. Mesh is very forgiving when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm going to go right in here because I want that to stay right there. And that way I can train them to point down. Okay, you don't have to do that. That's just something that I do. I thought you might be interested in that. Go ahead and clip these zip ties. This is a zip tie gun if you've never seen one, or a tool. And I got this one on Amazon for about $15. I've got like 3 of them. They are great for people that don't have good strength in their hands, or for people who are just lazy like me. No, not really. Okay. All right, well, let's go back over here. We've got 4 and 5. So there's going to be the same as we did a while ago. We're going to go in the middle hole and then up through the 4. In the middle hole and up through 5. And you can preload your board. I just didn't do that this time because I wanted to show you where things go. Let's go ahead and do this other side. Okay, here's one. Let's see, 4 in the middle hole. And up through that number 4 hole. And find it thicker. My zip ties, some of them are thinner and some of them are thicker, and I want the thicker one. Middle hole. And the number 5 hole. There we go. Look like that. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put number 4 in. Number 4 is this one on that toward the inside. On both sides, it's the one on the inside. It goes first. And then we'll put number 5. I'm trying to get this where you can see the best angle, and also where I can work on it. Let's see. You see that? Okay. There's nothing here, and there's nothing here. It's all right here in these 3 holes. Okay. Let's go to the other side. Number 4, right here on the inside. And number 5. You can see how this goes pretty fast. I mean, I'm going pretty slow right now, but you can, once you have your petals made, that takes a while, but once you have them made, you can put these things together probably in 30 minutes now or less. The florals, you know, everybody's different on that, so I'm not counting that into my time, but it's pretty quick. All right, let's see if I can find some thick zip ties in this jar. Aha, there's a couple right there. All right, now we're getting in where we have, oh no, we got one more row of this. There's 6, middle hole and up through the 6th hole there, and the middle hole, well, and up through the 7 hole. Right. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Oh, this is 7, 8. Excuse me. So 7 and 8. Okay. 7 is on the inside. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. 7 and 8. Go. All right. Looks like that. All right. All right, we're going to put the 7 in right here. And I want to go ahead and when your petals start to do this, where they get concave, go ahead and try to fluff them back out like that. You want that you want it to fluff out, I guess is the best way to say that. Okay. And if they don't, the feathers above it will cover that. So don't fret over it. Now I want to show you something. The last 3 rows we've done 1, 2, dun, 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 dun. Look what's happened. Can you see this? We've got a pattern here, and it's a stacked look, and that's what I ran into, and I thought, this is easy to do it this way, but I really don't like the look of that. It's not organic enough. It looks planned. It looks it just doesn't look natural. That's the word I want. So I'm going to show you why we're going to change things up on the next row so that it has more of an organic feel to it. All right. We've got 7 and 8 on each side, so we've done 16 petals on our board. Okay, now, all right, now we get to have some fun. Get some more zip ties out of here. All right. We have on this row, whoop, I'll get them later. We have 8 right here, 9's on the inside, and 10 in the middle. So this time we have 3 petals. So we're going to go in this hole that says 8 to the outside. All right, to the outside like that. All right. Then we're going to go over here to the 9, and we're going to go in that hole and to the out. Well, it'll be the inside, but it's still outside of the board. Okay, so it's like this. Now you've got this hole that says 10. Well, you can go in the 10 hole, and you can either have it go into the 9 or the 8. It doesn't. Okay, I believe I showed you this, but we're going to go back and see for sure. We've got 8 right here, 9 here, and 10 here in the middle. So we're going to put 8 in. And 9. Oh, wait a second. No, that's right. Okay. I thought I had messed up. The 9 kind of looked like an 8. So you got to be careful about that, because his laser prints it, but it burns it into the wood. So sometimes it can get a little cloudy looking. All right. Now, there's that. Remember, I just showed you that stacked look. See that? We're going to break that now. We're going to put this one right here in the middle, and it's going to break that pattern up. We're going to keep doing that too, and it will offset those that were just stepped like that. All right, let's see here. Yeah, see how it broke it up, and now it doesn't look like a pattern. It looks more organic. Okay, let's go over to the other side. I'm just going to do it like this. Here's 8. We go in this hole right here to the inside, just like that. And no, that's 9. This is 8. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter when you put your zip ties in, does it? Just doesn't matter when you put where you put your petals. All right, I'm gonna go in through 10 right here in the middle, and just because it'd be easier on me right now, I'm gonna go up through this 8. Or is that 9? It's 9. All right. So we have 8, 9, and 10 right here. 8, 9, and 10. All right. Make sure you're using the petals that go the right direction too. They always want this curved edge going toward the middle like this. All right. All right. 8. Whoops. 9 right here. Now we have that stacked look again. And 10. I'm going to get rid of that stacked look by adding this one in the center as the last petal in that row. Okay, let's get rid of all these zip ties, and I'll hold this up so you can see. Okay. All right, this is what we have. So pretty, isn't it? I just get so excited. I guess I'm easily entertained. All right, we're up to 11, 12, and 13. These numbers show up really well on the board. Let me see if I can show it to you. Right here, you can see them. It's 11, and then 12, and then 13 right here. We're going to do it the same way we did a while ago with the row right here. And we are going to take our zip ties. We're going to go to number 11 first, which is this one right here. We're going to go out this way. So it's going in the 11 hole and then to the outside. This one's going to go in the 12 hole to the outside of the board, which is the inside of the wing, so that we have this. All right. And we're going to take this. I know I sound repetitive, but I don't mean to, but, you know, but I want you to understand how this works. Okay. And then the 13 goes in that middle hole, marked 13, and then up through the 11 or the 12, so that you can hook it, and you've got 3 zip ties there. All right, let's go ahead and put those in. Okay. 11 goes here. I'm going to change let me pull this camera. Okay, I kind of changed the camera angle a little bit to kind of help, because we're getting in a different area and my wreath is coming off my table. So anyway, we're going to go, this is 11. Okay. And 12 right here. Okay. There we go. And 13. Right there in the middle. Okay. Let's get these zip ties out of the way. Hope y'all aren't getting bored. Alright, let's go to the side. Take 3 zip ties. And we're going to go 11 right here to the outside. $12. We've got these 2. Then we're going to go in 13. And because my zip tie happens to be turned that way, I'm going to go up through, back up through the 11 hole with my zip tie. If I can't, there it is. Right. Okay. All right, 11 is on the outside. And there's my little tool. Oh, there it is. Okay. $11, $12. And 13. So we have actually put on 26 petals now. No hot glue, no shifting around. Although now you can move these, you know, and fluff them up the way that you want. But they're not gonna just go everywhere. See, they're pretty stable. You can take them and do, like, you know, turn them a little bit or however to make the sides kind of match up or whatever. But you're not gonna have them sliding around and completely turning around like you do on the metal heart frames that we have all used. Okay, we're getting there. Up here, doing the same thing. 14. 15. And 16. I'm just going to go to the 15 because it's right there. Okay, there we go. You see that? Okay. 14. And I'm doing this upside down too. Hopefully it's going to look all right. 14, 15. See how the petals are they're starting to change the way that they lay. That's because of the shape of the board. And that's what you want, because we're going to get this pretty curve in here in just a minute. All right, let's see here. And here goes 16 again in the middle. Actually, this one needs to come over just a tad. Let me move it just a little bit. And this one goes right there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do this side. We've got 14. 15. And 16 in the middle. You'll find this easier doing it right side up and probably sitting with it in your lap. And preloading your board makes it much faster. So you might want to think about preloading your board. Let's see, this one goes over here. 14 right here. Oops. Mm-hmm. 15 right here. Remember also, when you put your petal in, make sure that the zip tie that's on your board comes below the zip tie that's on your petal to help hold that in. You won't have to worry about your petal coming out or it coming apart, basically. Let's see. And here comes which one is this? 16, 15, 16. Okay. Cut these zip ties. We're getting to the part that's different, sort of. It's a little bit more challenging as you get to the top, but again, you have the numbers right there to guide you, so you have nothing to fear. All right, we've got 17 right here. This is where it gets different. I'm going to try to get this close up where you can see really good. 17 goes right here. Then we put 18 like this. And this time, for sure, if you'll notice, the 19 is right there. So we're going to go in this hole and come out this one. All right. Before it was, whichever one you wanted to do. This time it matters. So you're going to go in the middle hole. Get my zip tie going the right direction, and then back up through the 18 hole, the number 18. Okay. And don't do what I just did and lock your two zip ties together. There we go. Okay. Now then, oh, I may have zipped that up too tight on it. All right, here's 17, goes here. And it's gonna kind of start to stick out a little bit right here because of the curvature of the board. And that is what you want. Oh, these will go over here. Okay. 18 is in the middle, I mean the end on toward the inside. And see how this one kind of goes in toward like this rather than like it has been? That's correct. 19 right here in the middle. And see what happened? Again, because this one curved this way and this one is further out, we needed this one to angle that way. So that's why it's important to put these in order. If you you could just haphazardly put them together if you wanted to, but if you want them to look professional and you want them to look like angel wings, then I suggest that you go ahead and use the work that I've put into this and follow my instructions, because it works. All right, let's go to this side. 17, 18, right there. And 19. Notice again, we go in the middle, and then again, the 19 is between these two holes. So that tells me that my zip tie has to go in the 19 and up again through the 18. Oh, this is kind of hard to do when it's upside down. Okay. Here we go. Okay, 18 is this one. Oh, that was 17. Okay, that's okay, because actually I'm going to put this one over, because I was supposed to do 17 first, and I didn't. And if that happens, you just go ahead, and you saw what I did, because this one's supposed to go on first, and I put that one on first, it would have laid like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 17 down like that, so that I have it in the overlapping in the correct way. Now I'm going to add 19 in the middle. Okay. That's what we've got. I'm trying to get this where you can see. Now then. All right. Now, up here, number 20 and 21, there's just two petals. Okay, we've got 20. We're going to go in the middle hole and up through the 20 hole. We're going to go in through the 20 hole and up through the 21, or through the 21 and up through the 20. Okay, we're going to be using those three holes in the middle. We're not going to be having a zip tie on the outside this row. All right, just those two zip ties right like that. All right. Okay. 20 is on the inside here. Look what it's doing. This time, see how it's angling? Because of the shape of the board, it automatically gives you the shape that you need. Where you didn't get that with the heart frame, you had to kind of finagle everything around. This gives you the shape. Okay, here goes 21. We're up in that arch, I guess you could call it. All right. Go. $20. And 21. Uh-oh. Did you see what I did? I'm glad I caught it. Let's see. This one I did 20 to the outside, and it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to go... We're supposed to use the holes this time, not go to the outside. And there we have it. All right. These. 20 goes in first. And then 21. Okay, on back over on this side, got 22 and 23. We're not even going to use the middle hole this time. We're going to go right here to the outside. And on 23, to the outside. We're not even using that middle hole at all. Okay, like that. All right, 22 is the one on the inside. Again, it's starting to curve. It's curving. Oh, it's, what pretty curve. This one's not wanting to. Okay. This is why. Okay. Let's see if I can. Here we go. That one wasn't catching because the knob on, I guess that's what you call it, on the zip tie was on the bottom and it was hanging. Okay, let's go to this side and do 22. And 23 right here. Okay, 22. Three. Now, you'll notice on your board, at least on this one, that I have numbers all the way to 28. We're not going to use all of them because we want enough room in here for our florals or our bow. If you're not going to have a big bow or a lot of flowers, then you can add some additional petals, okay? We're going to go 25 here and 26. Actually, it's 20. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. It's 24. Hang on. Let me do this again. This is the part where I got confused. All right, 24 is in the middle. Got my zip tying backwards. Four, and then 25 goes in this hole and to the outside again. See, right like that. I'll show you. Okay, see, 24 is right here in the middle, right here, and 25 is right here to the inside like that. And then our last one just goes right here to the outside again. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to go 24. Let's see. I'm just going to do it this way. I keep putting my zip ties in backwards. And we'll go right there. So you'll have 3 zip ties in a row like we were doing earlier. This one goes to the outside. Okay. All right. So you can see we have 24, 25, 26. Remember what I told you about the order? Let's get that number 24 in. It goes in the middle this time. Goes in first. And then 25, let's see, goes, it's right here. I can't see the number for the petal here, or feather, or whatever you want to call them. All right. Go. And here's our last petal on this side. Get zip tie out of the way. And let's go ahead and put these in, and then we'll cut our zip ties. We've got 24 in the middle. $25 on the inside, and our last petal on both sides is in the outside hole and the outside of the board, like this. Okay. All right, let's cut these zip ties, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, that's it. And it like I said, it took me a while to do this on camera, but it goes really fast when you're doing it, you know, just doing it on your own without, you know, camera. Let me bring the camera up. I'm going to stand up, I guess, and show you, or try to show you, because these things are big, what they look like. That's what we did right there. And you saw I didn't twist. Nothing's moved around. You see that? It's solid. It's solid. Now, like I said, you've got a place here for 27 and 28. 27 and 28. That will narrow this down for your florals. But my florals, I used it quite a bit. And I like mine to spread like this over my wings. So that's why I've got so much space here. But you can do that. Of course, it's going to be 4 more petals for you, but that's okay too. Okay? So, that's it. That's it. I will do another video showing you how I do my florals on these new wings. And we will hope to see you later. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's been a little bit tedious just watching me put zip ties in and put petals in, but I wanted to make sure that you knew exactly where everything needed to go. There is a rhyme and reason for everything when it comes to this particular board. Thank you again for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye. And here's how the new angel wings look on the door. Thanks for joining me in this Angel Wing Wreath tutorial. I hope you enjoyed creating this beautiful piece with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own creations in the comments below. Happy crafting, and may God bless.